Battle of the Bulldozers, John Deere 1050. K versus the Liebherr PR754. Which bulldozer dominates the battlefield? Raw American muscle or surgical German precision? From the muddy construction sites of Texas to the frozen quarries of Canada, these are machines that are constantly reshaping entire landscapes. Today, we are going to be witnessing the ultimate battle between the American industrial might and German precision engineering. And over here is the John Deere 1050K, the largest, most powerful dozer ever built by John Deere. And this is the Liebherr PR754, the precision machine that thinks before it moves. It's quiet, smarter, and more advanced than most dozers on the planet. Today, we're putting these two titans head to head to find out who really dominates. So, who controls the dirt? Who survives the war? This is going to be an epic showdown. We're scoring this battle on 6 fronts: power, precision, transmission, durability, comfort, and cost. And we'll crown a winner by the end. First, let's meet these incredible beasts and see what makes them tick. Section 1, the challengers. Which of these brings the most firepower to the field? When you look at these two bulldozers side by side, you immediately see the difference. It's like watching two battlefield giants take position, one built for brute force assaults, the other for surgical strikes. Both are dangerous, both are skilled, but their approaches couldn't be more different. The John Deere 1050K is pure American muscle. This machine weighs a massive 95,400 pounds, all pushing forward at once. It's painted in John Deere's iconic green and yellow colors that have been conquering job sites since 1949. When this beast fires up its engine, everyone on the construction site knows it's time to get serious. John Deere built this machine in Dubuque, Iowa, where they've been perfecting the art of moving dirt for 75 years. The 1050K isn't just big, it's the biggest dozer John Deere has ever created. Every inch of this machine screams power and reliability. From its thick steel frame to its massive tracks, everything about the 1050K says, "I'm here to work and I'm not backing down." This is steel-born intimidation, one that grinds forward like a war machine. Now let's look at the Liebherr PR754. This machine represents German precision engineering at its finest. It weighs about 80,000 pounds, which makes it lighter than the John Deere, but don't let that fool you. Liebherr has been building incredible machines since 1949, the same year John Deere entered the construction business. But where John Deere focuses on raw power, Liebherr obsesses over precision and efficiency. Every component in the PR754 is engineered to perfection. Every system is designed to work together like a Swiss watch. The PR754 doesn't just move dirt, it scrapes it. This machine can grade a surface so perfectly that you'd think a computer did the work. Its advanced hydraulic systems respond to the smallest touch. Its quiet engine barely makes a whisper compared to other dozers. This isn't brute strength, it's battlefield finesse. Now we're done talking specs. It's time to drop these blades into real dirt and see which machine takes control when the ground pushes back. Chapter 2. Job Site Showdown. Who wins in the mud? Specs tell one story, but out in the dirt, performance speaks louder. When both machines faced off under real-world pressure, their differences came to life. In raw pushing power, the John Deere 1050K hit like a sledgehammer. Its massive weight and torque-heavy engine powered through a dense wall of compacted clay and rock. It didn't hesitate, it crushed. The hydrostatic drive responded with split-second precision, allowing the operator to keep pressure steady even as terrain shifted. Material flew with every pass. However, the Liebherr PR754 outsmarted it. Using its lighter frame and finely tuned hydraulics, it adapted. Each push was calculated, deliberate. Instead of overpowering resistance, it worked around it. And the result is clean blade loads, minimal spin-out, and surprising speed for a lighter dozer. The Deere bulldozed more. The Liebherr wasted less. The Deere bulldozed more material overall, helped by its size and sheer muscle. But the PR754 matched up in efficiency, burning less fuel and keeping engine stress low. This wasn't just muscle versus muscle. It was brute force versus battlefield intelligence. But which one keeps that edge when it's engine versus engine? Chapter 3. The Engine War. Who powers harder, longer? Under the hood is where most battles are won or lost. Both of these machines pack serious power, but they deliver it in completely different ways. The John Deere 1050K roars to life with a 350 horsepower PowerTech engine. This isn't just any engine, it's a Tier 4 final diesel that meets the strictest environmental standards while still delivering brutal power. This engine was built for one thing: steady, reliable power that never quits. It doesn't matter if you're pushing through wet clay, rocky soil, or massive piles of debris. The PowerTech engine just keeps churning out power, hour after hour, day after day. It's like having a tireless giant that never gets tired and never gives up. But you see, the Liebherr PR754 fights back with 405 horsepower. That's 55 more horses than the John Deere. This German engine is a masterpiece of precision engineering. It runs so smoothly and quietly that you might forget you're operating a massive bulldozer. However, the difference isn't just in the numbers, it's in how these engines deliver their power. The John Deere pushes steadily and wide, like a freight train that just keeps rolling forward. You feel the constant, unstoppable force pushing through whatever resistance it meets. The Liebherr surges with controlled force, like a precision instrument that applies exactly the right amount of power at exactly the right moment. It doesn't waste energy. It doesn't overwork. It just delivers perfectly measured power exactly when and where you need it. Here's what this means in the real world. If you're doing heavy pushing work, clearing land, moving massive piles of dirt, or breaking through tough terrain, you'll appreciate the John Deere's steady, relentless power. It's like having a loyal workhorse that never complains and never quits. But if you're doing precision work, fine grading, careful earth moving, or delicate site preparation, you'll love Liebherr's intelligent power delivery. It gives you exactly what you need without waste or excess. This is power with personality, and each machine speaks its own language. You'll feel the difference in the soil beneath your tracks, but raw power means nothing if you can't control it properly. Let's see who commands that control when it's time to move. Chapter 4. Transmission Control. Who commands the terrain? Bulldozers don't race down highways, but how they move and control their power makes all the difference between getting the job done right and creating expensive mistakes. The John Deere 1050K uses advanced hydrostatic transmission technology. This system gives the operator infinite speed control. You don't have gears to shift or clutches to worry about. You just move the joystick and the machine responds exactly how you want it to. This hydrostatic system provides incredibly smooth power delivery. When you're pushing a massive pile of dirt and need to make tiny adjustments, the transmission responds instantly. When you need full power to break through tough ground, it's there immediately. The best part of it is that you can control the hydraulics and the movement independently, which means you can keep pushing while adjusting your blade angle. The Liebherr PR754 counters with its own advanced transmission system, but with a different philosophy. This German machine uses a hybrid approach that combines the best of both worlds. It gives you the smooth control of hydrostatic systems with the raw feel and efficiency of mechanical transmissions. What makes the Liebherr special is how it manages power. The transmission constantly monitors what you're doing and adjusts itself to give you the perfect amount of power for each situation. If you're doing fine grading work, it provides delicate, precise control. If you suddenly need to push through a tough spot, it instantly gives you all the power you need. The John Deere glides through its work like a skilled craftsman who's done the same job 1,000 times. Every movement is smooth, predictable, and reliable. You always know what you're going to get. The Liebherr, on the other hand, is a battlefield tactician. It adjusts, reacts, and strikes with precision. It reads the ground, senses the resistance, and adjusts its approach accordingly. It's like having a smart machine that thinks about every move before making it. Which approach is better? It depends on what kind of terrain you're facing and what type of work you're doing. But a strong machine is nothing if it can't survive long-term punishment. What breaks first under pressure? Chapter 5. Built to Survive. Who outlasts the war? Construction sites are brutal environments. Rocks, mud, extreme temperatures, and constant abuse can destroy weak machines in months. These bulldozers aren't weekend toys. They're daily grinders that need to survive years of punishment. The John Deere 1050K approaches durability like a tank builder. This machine features a one-piece welded mainframe that's built to resist torsional stress and absorb massive shock loads, engineered to handle forces that would crush normal structures. The tracks on this beast are designed with an oval track system that has only one wear-causing flex point. This means less wear, longer life. The undercarriage uses sealed and lubricated chains that keep dirt and debris out of the critical components. When you're working in dusty, dirty conditions, this kind of protection can save you thousands of dollars in maintenance costs. But the real genius of the John Deere design is how everything works together. The suspended double bogie undercarriage doesn't just make the ride smoother, it protects the entire machine from the constant pounding of rough terrain. This system reduces vibrations by up to 75%, which means less stress on every component and longer machine life. The Liebherr PR754 takes a different approach to durability. Instead of building a tank, German engineers created a precision instrument that's designed to last. This machine uses advanced materials and smart engineering to handle stress more efficiently. The PR754's undercarriage is a masterpiece of engineering. It uses a sophisticated system that keeps more track on the ground, which spreads the load better and reduces wear. The hydraulic systems are built with components that are designed for extended service life with minimal maintenance requirements. But here's what's really impressive about the Liebherr approach. Instead of just making everything bigger and thicker, they engineered smarter solutions. The machine uses wear-resistant materials in critical areas and designs that reduce stress on components. This isn't armor versus armor, it's brute strength versus battlefield strategy. It's like comparing a medieval suit of armor to a modern bulletproof vest. Both protect you, but one does it much more efficiently. So the John Deere can keep working, and it's built to handle operator mistakes, extreme conditions, and heavy use without complaining. And for the Liebherr, it means you get longer component life and lower maintenance costs if you operate it properly. Both approaches work, but they require different mindsets. But what good is a battle tank if the soldier inside can't survive the mission? Chapter 6. Cab Life. The John Deere 1050K treats operator comfort like a priority, not an afterthought. The cab is spacious enough that you don't feel cramped even during long shifts. The seat is a high-back 7-way adjustable design with armrests and thigh support. It's angled 15 degrees to provide optimal comfort when you're using rear attachments. But the real magic happens with the suspended double bogie undercarriage system. Remember those vibrations we talked about? This system cuts them by 75%. That means instead of being shaken like a paint mixer all day, you get a smooth, controlled ride that lets you focus on the work instead of just hanging on. The joystick is ergonomically positioned so you can operate it for hours without strain. All the important functions are within easy reach, and the sealed switch module even includes keyless start. You can keep your electronics charged with built-in power outlets, and there's plenty of storage space for your gear. On the other hand, the Liebherr PR754 takes a completely different approach to operator comfort. This machine focuses on creating the quietest, most refined operating environment in the bulldozer world. The cab uses hydroelastic bearing mounts that provide incredible sound absorption and the lowest noise levels you'll find in any dozer. Working in the PR754 is like stepping into a luxury car instead of a construction machine. The German engineers obsessed over every detail that affects operator fatigue. The controls are incredibly precise and require minimal effort to operate. The visibility is exceptional, giving you clear sight lines to all corners of your blade. It also features advanced operator assistance systems that reduce the mental load on operators. Instead of constantly making tiny adjustments, the machine helps maintain perfect blade position automatically. This means less stress, less fatigue, and more consistent results throughout long shifts. Here's the real difference. If you're the type of operator who values comfort and smooth operation, you'll appreciate John Deere's practical approach to reducing fatigue. This beast makes 12-hour shifts manageable, but if you prefer a high-tech, refined operating environment where everything works precisely and quietly, You'll love Liebherr's car-like cabin. It's like upgrading from a pickup truck to a luxury sedan while still having the capability to do serious work. Both approaches recognize that comfortable operators are productive operators. But who pays the real price when the battle drags on? Chapter 7, Cost versus Ownership. Power has a price, and so does keeping these massive machines running day after day. The real question isn't just what you pay up front, it's what you'll spend over the years to keep your bulldozer working and profitable. The John Deere 1050K typically costs around $750,000, depending on the configuration and options you choose. That's a serious investment, but John Deere machines have a reputation for holding their value better than most competitors. When it comes time to sell or trade, you'll typically get more money back from a John Deere than from lesser-known brands. But the real savings come from the operating costs. The 1050K features an advanced eco mode that automatically adjusts the engine speed and transmission settings based on the load you're pushing. The maintenance story is equally impressive. John Deere has the largest dealer network in North America, which means parts and service are available almost everywhere you might need to work. The machine is designed for easy maintenance, with service points grouped and a cab that tilts 70 degrees for easy access to major components. The Liebherr PR754 may cost slightly less, coming in around $500,000. This machine is designed with components that have extended service lives and require minimal maintenance. The precision hydraulic systems last longer because they're engineered to tighter tolerances with better materials. Where the Liebherr shines is fuel efficiency. The advanced engine management systems and precision hydraulics mean this machine typically uses less fuel per hour than heavier competitors. The German approach to efficiency means you're not just buying a machine, you're investing in lower operating costs for years to come. The maintenance is different too. While John Deere focuses on easy repairs and widespread parts availability, Liebherr focuses on preventing problems before they happen. The machine monitors its systems and can predict potential issues before they cause expensive downtime. If you're running your bulldozer 2,000 hours per year, a 25% fuel savings on the John Deere could save you $15,000 to $20,000 annually in fuel costs alone. The Liebherr's longer component life might save you $10,000 to $15,000 per year in parts and labor costs. But there's a catch. John Deere's widespread dealer network means you can get service almost anywhere. The Liebherr's more limited dealer network means you need to plan maintenance more carefully and might pay more for specialized service. So you see, the John Deere wins on service accessibility. The Liebherr wins on long-term operating efficiency, upfront cost, and advanced technology. Two machines, two mindsets. But who wins when profit becomes the battlefield? Chapter 8, the final verdict. After pushing both machines to their limits, here's the bottom line. The John Deere 1050K takes the crown by the narrowest margin. Its 95,400 pound weight advantage, proven reliability, and unmatched dealer support make it the safer choice for most contractors. It's American muscle that handles everything from brutal land clearing to precision grading. But the Liebherr PR754 represents the future: German precision, advanced technology, and superior efficiency that transforms operating costs. So, which is your choice? Raw American power or German precision? Drop your pick in the comments. Would you rather push like a tank or cut like a scalpel? Like and subscribe for more epic equipment battles, and hit that notification bell so you never miss our head-to-head showdowns.